The Peasant Bride. In the lush kingdom of Ochuabejai, nestled deep in the heart of the Niger Delta, where the rivers glisten under the golden sun and the mangroves stretched for miles, lived a humble girl named Ibike. She was the daughter of a poor fisherman, known for her radiant beauty and a heart as pure as the flowing waters of the Non River. Ibike spent her days weaving baskets, smoking fish, and singing melodious songs as she paddled her father's canoe across the river. Though she had little, she carried herself with grace, always offering a helping hand to those in need. One fateful day, the royal town crier announced that Prince Tonya, the heir to the throne of Ochuabejai, would choose a bride at the upcoming New Yam festival. The noble families of the kingdom prepared their daughters, dressing them in the finest coral beads and silk wrappers, hoping to win the prince's heart. Ibike had no such expectations. She was a peasant girl, unworthy of a prince, or so she thought. On the day of the festival, the entire kingdom gathered at the Grand Palace Square, where dancers twirled to the beat of the talking drums. The young women paraded before the prince, each displaying their charm and elegance. Prince Tonya, dressed in his embroidered wrapper and a cap adorned with eagle feathers, watched intently but felt no connection to any of them. Then, as fate would have it, Ibike arrived at the festival, carrying a basket of fresh fish meant for the palace kitchens. The wind blew her simple wrapper against her slender frame, and her unadorned beauty captivated the prince's gaze. He watched as she humbly bowed before the queen mother, offering the best of her father's catch as a gift. Intrigued, Prince Tonya approached her. "What is your name, maiden?" Startled, Ibike looked up, her deep brown eyes reflecting the evening sun. "I am Ibike, my prince. I come from the river's edge, where my father cast his net." Prince Tonya was fascinated by her humility and sincerity. He asked her to sit beside him, ignoring the shocked whispers of the nobles. Throughout the evening, they spoke as if they had known each other for a lifetime. He admired her intelligence, her kindness, and the simple wisdom that only a life close to nature could teach. When the time came for him to make his choice, he stood before the entire kingdom and declared, "I have seen beauty adorned with jewels, but I have found beauty that shines from within. I choose Ibike, the daughter of the river, as my bride." Gasps of disbelief rippled through the crowd, but the king, seeing the sincerity in his son's eyes, smiled in approval. The queen mother, though hesitant at first, took Ibike's hands in hers and said, "A woman of virtue is the greatest treasure a man can find. Welcome, my daughter." Ibike, overwhelmed with emotion, knelt in gratitude. The people, seeing the wisdom in the prince's choice, erupted in joyful cheers. That night, the celebrations echoed across the kingdom, as the peasant girl who had only dreamed of a simple life found herself adorned in coral beads, standing beside her beloved prince. In the following weeks, Ibike underwent training to become a queen. The elderly women of the palace taught her the customs and traditions of the royal household. She learned the intricate art of preparing the sacred pepper soup for the elders, the history of their ancestors, and the diplomacy required to rule justly. As time passed, Ibike not only won the love of the prince but also the admiration of the people. She used her knowledge of the river's ways to improve fishing for the kingdom, ensuring no family went hungry. She created new ways to weave stronger nets and introduced a festival where fishermen could trade freely without taxation. Her wisdom and love for her people made her not just a bride but a true queen in the eyes of all. And so, Ibike, the humble daughter of a fisherman, became the peasant bride who won the heart of a prince and the love of a kingdom. Through her, the people of Ochuabejai learned that nobility is not born from wealth, but from the strength of character, kindness, and wisdom. The end.